Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. It's me, A. Brustian, and I am in the middle, or at the beginning, I suppose, of Ron's testimony, where he is shooting himself in the foot because we just about got a not guilty verdict, and here he is stepping his foot in it because he doesn't want that. And I think it's gotta be something about the blackmail. Like, he's trying to protect Desiree, maybe, somehow. Either she really is mask to mask. I'm not convinced Luke Atme is. There's something going on with him, but I don't know. Maybe he really is. I don't know. Anyways, let's get going. The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. Oh, buddy, but your wallet. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my... I wish I remembered how to pronounce this word. Is it brooch? Is it brooch? I think it's brooch. Whatever. As for my jewelry, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off. That's all. I don't like the direction this trial is taken. Fair enough. But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. No, ain't that the truth? Ha! You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Cadeau. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise, too. What promise did you make? I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true mask to mask. Okay, yeah. See, so something's going on where Ron is, like, taking the bullet on this for some reason. Thanks so much, Mr. Cadeau. I'll do my best. All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Mask to mask's identity. The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. You may think you're the real mask to mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. The way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. We'll press harder. Why not? So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'll believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic. Sure. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. You can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real mask to mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change? Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be mask to mask. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be his wallet. Well, I guess if we had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. Indeed, no, I'm sure you do, but we will press everything because I like to get the dialogue. You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yeah, I do. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Goodo. Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Poor Phoenix. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. It's this, Ron's wallet. I don't think it's that good of a piece of evidence, but we'll still go with it. You could leave your wallet at any time, right? It was just found at 1 a.m. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. Ah, no, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No! I love how his hair springs out. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO's office? No. Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all. Ugh, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB security at 1 a.m. that night. Well... I think it's this blackmail letter, right? Yeah. But I don't know if this helps. Alright. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... You know what? It was Atme who sent us after the green envelope. Who knew that it would be there. He is up to this to his neck, isn't he? Huh. What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, basically it says bring $50,000. Or they'll reveal your secret identity. But on the other hand, if that is mask to mask, like, Ron is not trying to hide that now. I do wonder if it really is Desi. I don't know. That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Oh, unhappy Godot. Ugh, no, 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 no. Order, order, order. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense.
Objection.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me, I love how he's literally steaming. Well, let's just say that my Godoblin number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify. Larry? This is the person that can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. I guess it'd be Larry? Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. Just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they used in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing the keycard's data. Blah! He took a sip just to do a spit take. That's perfect. I love it. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So, what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Okay. Updated. Found in Ron's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 a.m. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as mask to mask in this photo. Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Wow. That was easy. I don't trust this. Court is now adjourned. What the fuck? October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Ms. Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Ms. Delight. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? Oh, pearls. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ouch! She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Ms. Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. Oh, Pearl, I love you. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Ow! A double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered. Oh, shit. Now it's a murder case. Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. Well, shit. Ronnie. Oh god, we're gonna have to defend him from this after we just proved he was there. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. The same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning. Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? I feel like I thought I knew that. Maybe I just assumed it because he had the card. It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. He's so dramatic. So at least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. I mean, sure. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. I feel like all the prosecutors, except for the one in like the tutorial trial, are pretty much equally difficult to deal with. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ah, Ronnie! Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next? That is a good question. To be continued. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. It looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well. How about we get started looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Kurain Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with you. No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Oh my god, Pearl, I love it. She's so funny. It feels so real. Like, this is how... I don't know how old she's supposed to be, but this kind of, like, I don't know, 8-year-old sensibility can be very, very much like this. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Alright. Is there anything interesting here? We should at least check in on Charlie. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. Aw, that's cute. Okay, the rest of it, we can leave. What to do? So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Ms. Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Oh god. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too. Sacred urn. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Huh? Don't huh at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Yeah, it's covered in pink paint. I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says, I am, on the urn in the poster. Oh, it did come back and said Ami. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Yeah, and somebody would have had to break it apart and reassemble it correctly to make it say Ami. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Kurain Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Kurain Village in a long time. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So, I guess people still go to Kurain Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're gonna train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? This is really interestingly done because I feel like they're trying really hard not to spoil too much of that trial in case you haven't done it, because that explanation is totally true, but also elides like the actual what happened. I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up. That's all. Sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay, well, let's go somewhere else. We've got some options here. Let's start with the detention center, I suppose. October 13th, detention center, visitors room. I already told you it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they've got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. The guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Does he? Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other places, Nick. Interesting. Well, we're gonna go to Damask's hideout anyway, so we can talk to Desiree. I love how it's called Damask's hideout and not, like, Ron's house. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya. Ms. Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer. I swear, my Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. All right, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Ms. Delight had such a vulnerable side. Alright. Ron Delight. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you. That's just a fantasy for him. Ms. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. Ha! The very idea. Guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they could be so different, and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? I have to ask about this because really? So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. I mean, you gotta give him credit for guts. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Sniff, sniff. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. I mean, we did kind of rescue you when you were kidnapped. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Yep. Okay, we'll go back to asking about these other things. Detective Atme. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves? No, they're all right too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. Interesting. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atme knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, the ace detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Okay, KB Security then. Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is, and we'll go ourselves? Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Miss Delight told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Alright, let's do it. October 13th, KB Security, CEO's office. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? You know, what? Ah, Gumshoe. Hey, it's you guys. Huh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal. Ho, 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 ho. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we could start investigating. Alright, let's examine the place. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. And Maya never stands up again. Hey you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it! Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know. Eek! Never mind. Maya's up and out. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Maya, did you just see a button and push the button? You did, didn't you? Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. Haha, that was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement security guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. And Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. Huh. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Interesting. Wow, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Yeah, this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Maybe it was more about that day than that specific sunrise. I don't know. Wow, this safe is unbelievable. I bet 4 pearls would fit in there. And it's got a bunch of doohickeys attached to it. It's pretty amazing, alright. Motion sensors, heat sensors, weight sensors. Hey Nick, come on, let's open it and take a look. If I broke into one of these, wouldn't that set me down the path to Hoodlumville? Interesting outline. So the guy was falling out of the safe? This rope. Think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... The victim... He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? Yeah, that would... The hinges are here. I don't think that would work. Okay, what's over here? These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. Ugh, I can't get between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're all filled with a bunch of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading, if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Why would there... You know what? You're right, Maya. That would be more exciting. Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes. Ah. What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Huh? Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Eminem, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So then, 100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd be better secretly make a copy of this list. Kane's list. Okay. Anything else we can examine? I suspect that's gonna be it. Alright, Gumshoe, what happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. How about we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. Nice job, Maya. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Autopsy report. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Oh, no, I don't like that at all. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Close, Maya. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Detective Atme. So, what happened to Mask to Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me. Ho 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 ho. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Ho 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 ho. I love vindictive Gumshoe. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Huh, yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. I don't know. I still am not convinced. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he kept bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Imminent case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Interesting. The gym and the thief stolen. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Is that going to be Ron Delight? It's pretty small, so it's hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Interesting. How about Prosecutor Godot? Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight? Yeah, I think he did that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He is quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Interesting. Alright, well, I am at a good stopping point, so I am going to have to stop here and keep thinking about all these revelations before I get to play more the next time. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!